Hi everyone, today we will discuss about adjustment and maladjustment. So, after a long period of time, I come here to discuss about the psychological topic. So, we all know that I always try to discuss about various new topic and in a brief way so that you can enjoy the whole video. So, at first, what is the adjustment and maladjustment? We will talk about the adjustment and maladjustment today. So, the first is the adjustment. So, what is the adjustment? From when and from what the word the adjustment came? Adjust is the Latin word justus, that means the just or right. And the dictionary meaning of the adjust, from where that adjustment word came, that is the minor correction, modification, small change. So whenever we are try to do adjustment in our life, we think about very much about many things in our life, and that may be some small things, that may be some prioritized things in our life, and that the things, whether it is small or whether it is so much important in our life, that vary from individual to individual. So just for knowledge, we are just trying to know about the meaning of adjustment. So that comes from the word adjust, and so we get the word adjustment, and this comes from the dictionary meaning of the like minor correction and modification. And whenever we are try to cope up with some things, we try to manage some things, that's called the adjustment. Then what is the maladjustment? Maladjustment is the poor or faulty adjustment, is the maladjustment. Whenever we are behaving something like that, that is a deviant behavior, that is not so much appropriate. What the meaning of not so much appropriate? Not so much appropriate meaning we are doing something behavior that is harmful for us, and also that is harmful for our society. So whenever something we are doing that is harmful for us and also harmful for our society, that we can say as a maladjusted behavior. So after that, what's the characteristics of maladjustment behavior? Inability to adjust to need of others and stress of life, affects functioning, impairs individual and group well-being, do individual and group conflicts. So when we try to see the maladjusted behavior, we will see that there is some difficulty in the individual to cope with the reality of her or his life, to cope with the situation that he or she is facing in his or her life, that making him so much difficult to manage that situation, and that makes individual increase frustration or stress. And we can also see that affects the frustrating situation, the situation that make a difficulty for the individual, become frustrative situation, and make individual functioning in a derogative manner or a deteriorating manner. So in when we can see that the individual is deteriorating from his or her individuality, independency, functioning, so that increases her difficult behavior, that makes him a challenging behavior, we can say as yeah, this the thing is the maladjusted behavior. So after that, what's the types of maladjusted behavior? For example, psychoneurosis, psychosis, delinquency, sexually deviant behavior, and addiction. Psychosis, psychoneurosis, we all know. Psychosis, when we can see the hallucination and delusion. Psychoneurosis, we can see like apart from the delusion and the hallucination, there is some problem that no need to do hospitalization, but that there is some difficulty to deal with that in our day-to-day life. And also sexually deviant behavior, we all know that normal healthy relationship, sexual relationship is not there. And also the addiction, we all know various type of the problem like various type of problem like drug and alcohol consumption. So these all are doing all this thing. After that, what's the normal people? Normal people is exhibit satisfactory productive capacity. We all know that when an individual is functioning normally, we can see he or she is productive in a day to day life, in a general way, in a normal manner. He or she is productive and try to be a productive individual in everyday situation. After that, confirm and adjust to their social surroundings. They always try to do adjust and coping with the social surroundings, not by inhibiting himself and also not by derogating others. They are absolute type of, there is no absolute type of balance, but yeah, they always try to do a balancing that satisfy their uh, maturity, and also they get that mental satisfaction, capable of establishing satisfying and acceptable relationship. They always try to do some developing some relationship that will provide them a belongingness, an option, or the not an option but a source of providing affection and love, that the bond they always try to feel and also try to provide others. Express situation appropriate emotional response. So they always provide or exhibit some situation appropriate emotional response. Sometimes we find some people that their emotional response is not so much appropriate. For example, there is some grief of situation, but some people or one people is continuously laughing and joking. So that is not an situation appropriate emotional response. Sometimes there is a laughing situation, but they are always providing a grief to you, so that is not appropriate emotional response. So always we can see that the individual with the normal productivity or normal emotional, not normal emotional, normally they are balancing their life. We can see that they are providing the emotional response in an appropriate situation. Manage to control their strong emotions, that also important thing. Adjust well with themselves, their surroundings and their assets. They always try to be genuine with them, and also they always try to be genuine with the others in their surroundings, in their family, in the society, the group of people they work with them. So this is the thing that an actual normally healthy individual always try to do. What's the mental health? Mental health is enjoyment of life, ability to cope with frustration, losses, fulfillment of potentials, goals, a sense of connection with others. Fundamental to our life, promotion, protection, restoration needed by society. So, whenever we are talking about our mental health, what is the mental health? The mental health is a compact process of world, or we can see a compact process of a ball, or a box, where we can find a synchronicity, balancing, uh, uh, it's like a rhythm in every aspect of our life. It can be enjoyment, it can be stress, it can be goals, it can be losses, it can be grief, it can be happiness, it can be joy, it can be success. We will see there is a actual meaning of balance in our life. Whenever we are talking about mental health, we are actually, when we are getting some happy situation we are happy, and when we are getting a unhappy situation, we are trying to cope with that unhappy situation and trying to get that to modify that unhappy situation into a happy one, where we can get some result, where we can get some productivity, where we can get some resource to again get our actual sense of life. So whenever we are doing about or talking about mental health, we are talking about the both the thing in our life, that is the happiness and also the sadness. So when we are happy, we are enjoying our life. A mentally healthy person is enjoying our life, and when he or she is facing a sadness or the frustration in his or her life, try to cope with that, managing that situation and trying to get the resources to get the actual sense of life that he already believed and lived before. So when we are talking the mental health, all of these are coming to our mind and we talk about that. After that, the promotion, protection and restoration needed by the society. Always, not only society, we also the people, we ourselves also, we always try to get the promotion, protection and restoration. We always, we are hungry for the promotion, we are hungry for the protection, we are hungry for the restoration. And whenever we are trying to deal with the mental health, we will see a healthy individual, a mentally healthy individual has the three main domain. He is always try to get and provide the promotion, protection and restoration to the self and so the and also the others. So that's the thing. So thank you so much for my video and for listening me carefully. And if something there is wrong, please ping me up on comment section, so I will try to rectify my wrongs and provide you the correct answers. Thank you so much.